What's going on, everybody? I'm back. I know I said I wasn't really going to get involved in being another guy that's out here talking about AMC, but there was a big response from you guys, and a lot of you guys wanted to hear a little bit more about what I have to say. And, I did some homework over the weekend, and I just want to talk to you about a few things that, you guys said in the comments, some other things that I saw in other people's videos and stuff. I just did a lot of studying over the weekend of all these influencers, specifically the more well-known guys that have, a bigger platform that, have a lot of subs and stuff like that, and they get a lot of action on their channels. First and foremost, if this is the first time you've seen me, I would go back to the first video that I posted because it'll kind of give you an idea of where I'm coming from. I'm not another guy that's going to sit here and start telling you all the same things that you've been hearing constantly 4, 5, 10 times a day from multiple outlets. I'm just trying to kind of filter out things just so that we can get a better understanding of what we're doing with this AMC stock play. So having said that, first and foremost, kind of wanted to talk about the players on YouTube that have the highest influence on us. And just to make it clear, because I know some of you guys have made certain comments on my last video, I'm all in on AMC. I've got 500 shares. I stated that the first time. I'm not selling. I'd rather the money go to zero than to sell. But I will say that I'm not going to sit here forever. We've been doing this for a while. So there's got to be something going on, right? Because these influencers that kind of, let's just be real, if you're not really savvy in the stock market and stuff like that, you probably heard somebody say, watch this guy on YouTube, and it sounded good and you got involved. That's the way I got involved. I was watching Trey, I was watching Matt, I was watching Lou, I was watching Keenan Grace. Those are the top influencers that influenced me. You might have your favorite, you might have other names that you've got. These are the guys that I followed for a while, and they basically are the ones that convinced me from what they were saying to get involved with AMC. So, by the way, did you wake up again at 4:30 in the morning? Because I did. 4:30 in the morning has been like, I don't even set an alarm. My mind just wakes up, goes immediately to Yahoo Finance to look and see, am I rich today? Is this the fucking day you guys have been saying, oh, we're going to be rich and this is life-changing event and so on and so forth? Because I've been waking up at 4:30 every morning for like 6 to 8 months at this point holding the stock. Again, just because I talk like this doesn't mean I am not an ape. It does not mean I'm selling my shares or anything like that. So please don't waste your time calling me names, calling me a shill or whatever the hell. I'm a basic ass guy. I was in my car, 20-year-old car, driving a Volkswagen. They're not going to send a guy like me to try to influence you. Okay? So going back to the influencers, the top four, like I said, that I was following was Trey, Lou, Matt, Keenan. Yeah, I don't see Matt really talking about AMC. That kind of concerns me, and we'll get to that later in this video. Keenan's not really on it that much anymore. I'm talking these guys were doing this on a daily basis multiple times. Really, right now, it's Trey's really hard on AMC, and Lou is still very hard on AMC. So they're the top guys, as I've said. With no due respect, because this is my opinion, although I'm not a financial advisor and this is just my opinion and for entertainment purposes only, I've kind of categorized some of these other guys. So in one category, I've got the cheerleaders. The two top cheerleaders in my book are the Ape Father and Review Dork. Why do I call them cheerleaders? because they're kind of just saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. They're just, waving pom-poms, go apes, go, to the moon, we're going to be rich, blah, blah, blah. I know Review Dork does it a little bit with a little more class, and Eight Fathers kind of more of a fun type guy. And I've got no problems with either one of those guys. Hey, God bless you. If this is your grind, keep going. This is my opinion, okay? And I'm entitled to it. So those are my cheerleaders. I've given you my top influencers. I've now given you my cheerleaders. My next category is the guys that are Hollywooding it. When I say Hollywooding it, I'm talking about you've got the microphone, you've got the headphones, you've got the laptop, you've got the graph behind you. That's Hollywood, dude. Like, I'm not watching you, to be honest with you. Maybe you other guys are, and that's cool, man. Everybody's got their own right to do whatever they want, okay? But for me, I'm not watching The Masked Investor. I'm not watching Clay Bro. I'm not watching Finance News. I'm not watching New York Angelo. I'm not watching Jeffrey Forbes. To me, those guys, they probably don't even hold the stock. They're just out here saying, you know what, the stock is like unpredictable. I don't know where it's going to go, but I'd rather just tell them everything they want to hear because I'll make the guaranteed money off of them watching me. So those are my Hollywood guys. Those are the guys that I'm not really going to watch or anything like that. My last category is the parrots. The parrots, I've got 4. The 4 parrots are a guy named Benji, another guy named Moneymaker, another guy named Frankie Muhammad, and another guy named Adam Lewis. Why do I call them parrots? And again, I apologize to you guys. This is with all due respect. It's my opinion. I'm using certain terminology that may get you pissed off. Again, I apologize. This is the internet. We're allowed to speak freely. But the reason why I call you guys the parrots is because you're kind of getting the information from one of the top influencers, and then you're parroting it to your platform, the people that are watching your channel and stuff like that. So again, with all due respect, I don't listen to you guys because I can just listen, for instance, to Lou, and that's kind of like some of you on the parrot list are getting. It sounds like you're just parroting Lou. So those are my categories for you guys out there that are kind of like being pulled in every direction. You're like, oh, this guy said that and that guy said that. I'm going to watch this guy and I'm going to watch that guy. The top guys, Trey, Lou right now. The other 2 guys have kind of jumped ship. I feel on Matt Kors and Keenan Grace. I don't really hear much about them. So I kind of wanted to label them to a certain extent, and you guys can comment and tell me what you think about them and what influence they have, if you like it, if you don't, so that the guys like me, and if you're like me, we kind of got to start tightening up the ship. Let's tighten up the ship. Let's talk to each other on these comments. Let's kind of, if we're like-minded, let's form a coalition. That way we can kind of always be able to reach out to each other and say, hey man, keep it up, keep going. This is going to get there, stay the course, because I know that everybody wants everybody to hold. If you hold this stock, then that means you want other people to hold the stock. We're doing the opposite of what the people we're battling. And we need that reinforcement. We need that positive reinforcement. And I really like it. A lot of you guys on the comments were reinforcing me. And I'm not a loose end by any means. Like I said, I'm holding it. But there's going to be a time that I'm going to make a decision and say, hey, listen, I need this money to go and do something else. I've got debt that I've got to pay. I don't want to keep waking up at 4:30 in the morning wondering, is today the day that I'm a millionaire? So let's move on past the subcategories that I have drawn up. And I'm going to move on to a category that I made. I kind of just said it already, but I'm going to go over it again. I'm not watching you if you're doing the radio station thing, with the microphone and the headphones. And if you're putting too much on your thumbnails with the, oh, can you believe they said this and that? Bye, next. I'm not watching you. If you've got too many videos going on, and that's very simple, you go to their channel, you click their videos, you see 2 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 8 hours ago, 10 hours. there's not much to talk about this anymore. We've been fucking talking about this for what, over a year? Again, correct me if I'm wrong, because last time I said that AMC wasn't making any money, and I got heavily corrected on that. Apparently now they're starting to make money, and I was corrected on that, and that's cool. Correct me. I'm not gonna go crazy. There's guys that are trying to get a rise out of me on comments and stuff like that. You ain't gonna do that. So again, too many videos. If you're doing like weekend videos, again, if you're putting out a video on a Sunday, like at 4 or 5 p.m., it's like, there's nothing going on. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong. There's nothing going on at 4 or 5 p.m. So you're just telling me that you're making a video to get looked at, to run up your views, your comments, your likes, your subs. So I bypass you. Wanted to talk about something that some of the influencers were talking about, specifically one of the top guys that I'm kind of watching right now, and that's Lou. Lou, I have respect for you, bro. I like what you're doing. I know you try to keep it fun. I know that you try to keep it in a sense of like, I'm not really trying to make money off of this and stuff like that. So again, you seem like a cool guy and stuff like that. But I will say this, there's something that I think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, you initially stated to do, and it sounds smart, and a lot of the parrots started parroting it on their channel, and that was transferring your shares from the apps like Robinhood and Webull. And I know when I say these names, you guys start cringing and stuff like that. I get it. But I just want to let you know, I did that. I did that based off of watching a YouTube personality influence me to make a change. I was in Webull. That's where my stocks were at. And I transferred it out. Okay. Just to give you an example of, I'm listening to these guys. I am doing the things, some of the things that they are telling you you may want to do because X, Y, and Z. We know already the story. If you don't, go to their videos and listen to why they want you to, or they suggest that you transfer out of your stocks, your AMC stocks specifically, out of these apps and get into a more reputable brokerage like a Fidelity. I went from Webull to Fidelity. Moving on. There is some dangerous, influential statements, I'll call it, or rhetoric that you guys use, the top guys use, that I feel is somewhat dangerous, because even though you keep selling that like, hey, don't listen to me, hey, I'm not a financial advisor, and I know you're doing that for protection, but at the same time you guys are making certain comments in your videos that are influencing people in a way that's kind of like potentially dangerous. When you start saying you're going to be rich soon, then now you're making me feel, as a person that doesn't know as much as you, and a lot of people are trusting you guys when you talk, that's dangerous, because now I'm fantasizing every single day of what boat I'm going to buy, what house I'm going to buy, what am I going to do with my money? I mean, I think in one video that I watched Lou, he was like, hey, listen, you need to start preparing for when you get this money, because you want to be prepared, and there's probably a lot of people around you that thought you were crazy and investing in AMC, and they're going to change their tune, and you're going to have to make a list and remember those people that didn't believe in you, because now they're going to be coming and wanting handouts and stuff like that. And that's just more heavy influential statements that are making me feel like, oh my God, like it's just any day my life's going to change. I'm not going to be in this apartment. I'm not going to be in the car you guys saw me drive, and I'm going to be rich. I'm going to go buy my Tesla. I'm going to go buy my first house. I don't even own a house. And you got me fantasizing all day long for, how long has this been talked about? A year? Over a year? Correct me if I'm wrong. I've been in it for about 6 to 8 months. I don't remember exactly when I officially dove into AMC and bought my first shares and built it up to what I have now. The last comment that a lot of you guys make, because it's catchy, you want your viewers to stop at your page and listen to you, and that is that the stock is going to reach some crazy number. Okay, cool. I don't know. I can't definitely say you're wrong. I can't say you're right, but there's a lot of power in that statement. When you start putting 10,000 on your thumbnail, AMC is going to reach 10,000, 100,000, 500,000. You're really playing with people, and that's dangerous. So how far is your little mini quote in the beginning of not being a financial advisor gonna go when you can look back on your channel and look at your videos and see that you've put on a thumbnail? And for those of you that don't know what a thumbnail is, it's literally the picture that comes up on the video as you're scrolling. You know, those stupid ass catchy videos that they keep putting up, like with their shocked that this person said that, can't believe it, as if you're a dumbass, you know, and like that is really getting your attention to go to that video. Like, oh, I can't believe it. He's got an ape on there. He's going to the moon. He's got the Wall Street bets guy, and he's freaking out. Let me watch that video. That's got to be the one. And then you've watched it probably. You've probably fallen for the trap, and then you've watched it and like, oh, this guy sucks. He didn't say anything. He just fucking reeled me in. So that covers that research that I did over the weekend. You know, I watched these guys, man, and I'm trying to be the guy that kind of like is more realistic. I'm not going to be dropping 20 videos a day or anything like that. I may drop a video once every few days, once a week, I don't know. But, you know, you guys have shown me a lot of love, more so than some other clowns there that, I don't know, I guess they're bots or whatever. They're calling me a shill or whatever. I mean, I get what the reference means and stuff like that. But I'm not going to waste your time trying to build views like that, where I just keep dropping videos and stuff like that. So the next thing that I wanted to go over real quick, and again, you guys can comment and answer me because I'm also learning. And I like the fact that we not only can have each other's back, but you guys can offer some information. I know there's bots, and I know that there are people being paid to also go into the comments and influence people one way or the other. But if you're smart enough, you can figure out probably which ones are not and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, you're going to make your own decision anyway. So, you know, stick to that. What if they play this short game forever? That's my question. I know people have been wondering about this. What if they do this game forever? What, you know, are we just supposed to hold forever? Because I can tell you right now, I can't hold forever. I got credit card debt, for instance. I'm paying interest on those credit cards because my money's tied up in AMC. So AMC is actually costing me more than the actual share price times how many shares I have times the amount of money that I've invested. It's costing me more monthly because I have credit card debt that I'm paying interest on because I'm not cashing out my AMC because I don't want to be in the situation where I cash it out and boom, it rides to these crazy numbers that you guys are talking about. And then, hey, keep me away from the buildings. All right. Second question. I just want you guys to know, if you're like me and you're in the class that I'm in, unfortunately, we are separated into classes, the upper class, the middle class, the lower class. It's a real thing. It's unfortunate. It's sad. Even though at the end of the day, we're all people. We all breathe air. We're all humans. I know we get segregated in so many different ways, color, religion, you know, but we're all the same. The only different entity that you would ever be able to say they're different is if they come from another fucking planet. But on this planet, if your feet touch this earth and you need air to breathe and you got to take a shit every single day, we're the same. We're the exact same. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what religion you are. It doesn't matter to me. I don't even look at that kind of stuff. But having said that, the middle and lower class, we don't get to play by the same rules that the other guys get to play by. That's the stuff that worries me. When we're giving all this technical analysis and we're saying, oh, it has to happen because look at these numbers, vortex, blah, 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 graph, this, that, and the other. I know that we don't play by the same rules. We don't. If not, wouldn't the fucking thing have squeezed already? You guys have said MOAS. I don't hear that anymore. You say gamma squeeze. You say short squeeze. None of those have happened. You keep telling me the fucking data. And I'm like, all right, I'll keep holding. But it doesn't happen. So some of you guys that have powerful influence on this subject, you kind of got to clean your shit up a little bit. Clean it up a little bit, because you got us you're pulling at our heartstrings, and either eventually we're going to get hurt, or you're going to lose us from watching and listening to your shit. So, again, remember, the middle and the lower class, which is probably a large amount of the people that are holding this stock, we don't get to play by the same rules as the upper class. They've got the money. We want that money. They're playing a different game than us. We're sitting here buying the stock. They're sitting here shorting the stock. Typically, the people that are shorting the stock, those are the people that have a lot of money. They're playing a different game, because that game can be manipulated so many more ways than what we can do. What can we fucking do? All we can do is say, yeah, give me 100 shares of AMC. Here's the money. You know what I'm saying? So they're playing by different rules, and we don't know if those rules are going to be rectified. I know we're in this game to try to break that, change it, whatever. But again, like I told you in my last video, people with tons of money, man, they're not trying to shift their power. They're not trying to give it to us. We're the working class. We're the roofers. We're the gardeners. We're the people that pick up trash, the people that help, other people. I take care of an old man all day long. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. I take care of an elderly person. That's my job. And I'm in this middle to lower class. So I understand the rules and the game and stuff like that, and I understand I don't get the same rules. Another question that needs to be answered by the top influencers is, how much longer is this play going to go on? How much longer? Like, give us an idea. Like, put yourself out, put your neck out on the line a little bit, because you're trying to dangle the carrot. Yeah, it's close. Here it is. Oh, come. Oh, not yet. Gotta be quicker. It's time for you to step up. If you're a real and you're about this, Lou, I guess I'm talking to you at this point. You need to start trying to give us a little insight of like, hey, this is, since you are the man that is, down in the trenches, and you make it seem like oh, my sources, I talk to all the heavy hitters and stuff like that, I like you, Lou, but if you keep doing this and it doesn't pan out, I have a feeling, Lou, we're not going to be seeing you very much longer. I don't think you'll be doing any videos. It's going to be a poof, I'm gone. So stick your neck out on the line. Give us an idea. My decision is coming soon, me personally. I'm not going to give any dates out. I don't know as much as these guys claim to know. But we need that answer. Not to keep telling us, oh, this is going to happen. They're going to get vaporized, and this guy and that guy, and, all the little gyrations and stuff like that. I like you, Lou. Okay? Why hasn't any of the statements, like I just stated this, MOAS, gamma squeeze, short squeeze, happened in over a year, when you guys have been talking about this forever? I looked at your videos. I go back. It's going to happen. I think it's very soon. It's next week. It's next month. Bro, I ain't going to keep chasing the fucking carrot. So you got to fucking put your neck out on the line, or else you're going to start losing this coalition, okay? Because people are relying on you. I think that a lot of people invested in AMC are almost only watching YouTube, and you influencers are the ones that are guiding the way. Someone needs to answer this question in the comments. Why isn't Matt really talking about AMC anymore? What happened? Did he get pow or something like that? I don't know what happened. I used to watch that guy, and yeah, he's on. He should be on my Hollywood list as well, because you can tell he's on news stations. He's got the mic. He's got the fucking thing behind him. He's got the graphs. He's got this and that. And yeah, you were starting to lose me before you vacated talking about AMC. But I'd like to know what what happened to him and why he's not really talking about that. Keenan Grace is another one that I've noticed. He's talking about something else. He's not really talking about AMC anymore. I like Keenan Grace a lot. Keenan, if you're watching this video, dude, I like you. You got charisma. You got passion. You're a cool kid, and I like what you're doing. You obviously are telling us that you're doing this to make money, but you're not making us feel like I'm here to inform you and not to make any money. So I'm cool with that. If you keep it real with me, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep it real. Next question. Isn't the fact that these YouTubers talk about this multiple times a day, 7 days a week in some cases, in the public eye, a disadvantage? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've always thought that if you're trying to do something against an opponent, you're not out publicly talking about it. And we are all doing that. So isn't our opponent, these hedge funds, these shorts and stuff like that, why are we on here 5 times a day, 7 days a week, times hundreds of YouTubers talking about, oh, this is what it is, this is what it is. Like, aren't we just letting them know exactly where we're at, that we're holding, that we're this, we're that, so they know what they've got to do because we keep talking about it. They know how to counter us. So these are the things that I worry about, I worry about this stuff in the sense of, will this play happen? I'm all in. I'm not selling. I appreciate the information that you give me. It's believable enough in my core. It makes me feel like I believe you. But at the end of the day, it's like, if we're talking about it, aren't we telling our opponent kind of like what we're doing? Can't they just counter and kind of like, all right, well, I guess we got to keep shorting because it seems like they're still pretty tight. So we're going to have to keep borrowing money. We're going to have to keep paying interest. We're going to have to keep playing this game. And I know that I think Lou said something about like, yeah, until they can't play the game anymore and another law enforcement type agency needs to step in and hopefully not bail them out and stuff like that. But maybe they know that in the back of their mind. Maybe they know they can keep playing this game until they can't with dollars anymore. And then they start going into their curried favor of probably political people and stuff like that they may have paid off and said, hey, listen, I gave you $1 million to your campaign. You need to bail me out of this because this is not what we agreed on type shit. So just wanted to come out here today and basically go over that stuff. And I think that I responded to every single comment that was sent my way. So I'm active with you guys, okay? I don't like to ignore. I have a real problem with someone addressing me and me not addressing them back. I really like to engage. And if you're talking to me, I almost immediately, and I'm pretty sure you guys can vouch in the comments and say, yeah, you know what, that guy responded to every single person and within a few minutes in most cases. So again, I appreciate you guys supporting me from my first video. Like I said, if this is the first time you've seen me, go look at the first video so you can see where I'm coming from. Okay, that's not me trying to direct you to that video to get more views or anything. It's really for you to get an understanding of where did this new guy come from, because everybody keeps coming out because they know this is a trendy conversation and you can get looked at on YouTube and stuff like that. I know that I said I'm not trying to be that kind of guy. And if you look at my channel, I haven't been. Like, I'm into other stuff. But because I'm actually invested into this stock hardcore, like all my money, like I told you, I should be paying credit card debt, but I'm not because I'm holding on as tight as possible. And I know there's a lot of other people out there that are probably in the same boat. But watch the first video so you can get an idea of where I'm coming from. Again, if you like what I'm saying, please subscribe, because that's kind of telling me like you like what I'm talking about, you want to hear more, you like that I do some homework in watching all these guys to kind of like filter through them so you're not stuck listening to the Hollywood people, the extravagant thumbnails or the parrots or anything like that. And I can kind of get a feel if this is something that people want to listen that I do, like that I provide to you guys. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope that, like I said before, this play works out for all of us, and I'll see you soon.